got Steve Merrill from Wager Talk breaking down all the college football lines for us each and every week here at the Voice of College Football. Check out all the team channels. Steve provides a segment for us again each and every week across the college football landscape. We are going to bowl play, of course, and we've got Arkansas and Kansas, the SEC tangling with the Big 12. Arkansas coming off a 6-6 year, as is Kansas. However, Arkansas coming off 9-4 down to 6-6. This is a huge year for the Jayhawks, Steve. In reaching bowl play for the first time in about a decade.
Yeah, and guess what? When Kansas reached bowl play was when they beat Oklahoma State back on November 5th, 37-16 as a 3-point favorite. They were then 6-3 on the season. They knew they were bowling. And guess what? They took their foot off the gas after that, to say the least. 0-3 straight up, 0-3 against the spread the next 3 games. So I do think that was not a coincidence. A potent offense, an offense that on the season was averaging in the high 30s, scored 28 or less in all 3 of those losses against Texas Tech, Texas, and Kansas State. Now, Texas, Kansas State, really good teams. Texas Tech was good at times as well. What's interesting, though, Mark, is that they were about 10 to 14 points below their seasonal average in those 3 games offensively, and all 3 still went over the total because their defense was just horrendous. 43, 55, and 47 allowed. I bring that up because Kansas has been a good over team to start with this year, 8-4 to the over in their 12 games. And these mid-major minor bowl games, really anything in December, I think you can call a minor bowl game, except for December 31st, obviously the national semifinals. The overs are always kind of my default look in these games because the teams are there for fun. You know, it's not going to really mean much whether they win or lose. And we do see the overs cash probably more times than not in these games. And I think that's why we saw some of the initial money coming in the over in this one. Kansas, Arkansas opened 67.5. It now 669 early December as we're doing this video. We still have several weeks, obviously, for this game, so we have to keep an eye on player personnel issues. But hard to make an argument for a Kansas under. They're a potent offensive team. I think they will play better offensively now, getting back on track in a focused spot. But the defense has struggled this year. They've given up 41.5 points away from home, 6.5 yards per play. Arkansas also not a good defensive team. On the season, they gave up 6.5 yards per play against teams that average just 6. Kansas averages 7 yards per play offensively. So early money was on the over, and it's hard to disagree with that.
Steve Merrill, Wager Talk. Get on over to wagertalk.com. Check out Steve's complete money management plan in addition to all his selections, college football, the NFL, the NBA, and college basketball. And Steve's under-the-radar selection did a mere 12-1-1 against the spread this season, including Troy covering on conference championship weekend. Steve, we always appreciate you stopping by.
Thanks for having me, Mark.